Mechanic saying this was damaged and this is how it was damaged?
No, Your Honor.
Give him back his $100. Verdict for the plaintiff, and on your counterclaim, 0.
Okay.
Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the defendant with nothing. Yeah, I don't have that. No, I'm sorry. No, I don't have anything. You didn't have anything.
No, I just forgot the stuff at home.
You forgot everything.
Yep.
All right, so what do you have for us here now?
Nothing. I lost.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, right down there.
Sir?
Okay. All right, sir, so why didn't you just take the $100 when you had the chance?
Well, I was in a hurry that day, and I trusted him.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
Right.
He seemed like a nice guy. I thought he was going to give me the 100 back. I didn't think it'd be a problem.
Yeah. So what was it like to deal with him? Did he have anything for you, or did he say, I'm sorry, I don't have it, I don't have this?
No.
Did he have anything for you at all?
He was extremely nice to me while he was trying to sell me the boat. Everything was fine. When I sent him the text, I didn't want the boat. That's when all of a sudden it was damaged. I'm not getting the 100 back, and he turns into a, whatever.
I don't have it. Harvey?
So the defendant's theory is totally unsupported by any evidence. This clearly was a defective engine.
Don't text and drive.
The People's Court is a Ralph Edwards Stu Willett production. Live from the Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is KCAL 9 News at 4. Live, local, late breaking.
Now on KCAL 9 News at 4, what we're learning today about the LA police officer who shot and killed a homeless man in Venice.
Plus, the major name in the music world who snapped this picture of a fan he found inside his home.
And you're looking live at raindrops on our Sierra camera as wet weather moves into Southern California. Hello, I'm Lena Wynn.
And I'm Juan Fernandez. More fallout today from a police shooting of a homeless man in Venice. Protesters took to the streets today while a community meeting begins in just a few hours. KCAL 9's Jeff Nguyen is live in Venice with new details on the officer who might have pulled the trigger. Jeff?
Well, Juan and Lena, we want to show you some of the people who have gathered around a growing memorial out here in Venice following the deadly shooting of a homeless man. Today, a march took place in protest of that, and the LAPD tells us that the demonstration was peaceful. Dozens of demonstrators marched through Venice today following the LAPD shooting that killed a homeless man that the coroner has identified as 29-year-old Brendan Glenn.
Nobody should be shot.
The demonstration ended outside the police department's Venice substation, which is steps away from where the shooting took place. Corey Gowan is a friend of Glenn's. He's been taking care of his dog Dozer, who was with Glenn when he died.
Since then, I mean, he's been a little out of place. You can see he's not comfortable because he knows Brendan's gone.
Witnesses have said the officer seen in this picture on crutches is the one that shot Glenn. Today, we asked the LAPD if that's accurate.
Honestly, I can say he was at the scene, but I'm not going to be able to comment if that's the officer that was involved in the incident.
The LAPD has obtained security camera video of the shooting, which has not been released. Chief Charlie Beck has seen it. Yesterday, he said he was very concerned about the use of force. The chief also said the unidentified officer has not been interviewed because he has been under medication, so the department is waiting to talk to him.
They will do a walkthrough with the officer to kind of give an idea of what actually happened out here. Once they're done with that, the officer will be ordered to our behavioral science section, where they will do a debrief with them, make sure everything is fine with them, and then typically the chief will make the decision if he's going to return with the commanding officer of Pacific.
So a town hall meeting is scheduled to take place at 6 o'clock tonight at Westminster Elementary on Abbot Kinney. We are told that members of the Police Commission as well as the LAPD will be present. We are live in Venice. Jeff Nguyen, KCAL 9 News.
All right, Jeff, thanks. Mayor Garcetti is also talking about the police shooting ahead of tonight's meeting. He says the public should be assured investigators will get to the bottom of what happened.
I don't want to prejudge it before we've investigated it, but I trust the system in the city. We've set up independent investigation, and that's what will happen. If police officers ever cross the line and break the law, they are expected to be held accountable just like the rest of us. And we'll make sure that the evidence is as robust as we can. We'll get the answers to this incident.
Garcetti also says the city needs to double its efforts to get homeless and mentally ill people off the streets. He says nearly 3,800 people were placed in permanent housing last year.
Well, we're already seeing some unusual weather in parts of Southern California. Street team member Donald saw this funnel cloud over San Bernardino this morning. Other viewers also saw it. And we're going to take a live look at Glendale as rain heads our way. It's kind of a pretty shot, though. Skies are gray now. Soon the clouds will open up. KCAL9 Chief Meteorologist Josh Rubenstein joins us live in studio to help us know how much rain we might get. Right, Josh?
Yeah, you know what? We are looking at some spotty showers around Southern California next 24 hours. There is a good swath moving through tomorrow morning. So I would say be prepared for what could be maybe a messy commute tomorrow. For the time being, though, we're pretty dry here in the metro area, but we're starting to see the rainfall in Ventura and Santa Barbara County. In fact, just a little, I would say maybe 2 or 3 minutes ago, this was a little yellow mark here on the Doppler radar. That echo giving us an indication that we are looking at some steady rainfall there near Ojai in the Ojai Valley. And then we take a look now, pull the picture back a little bit. You can see there is a little bit of lightning in the Tehachapi Range. This is just north of the Antelope Valley, and we're starting to see those snow levels drop down as well. Tilt the picture, and what you will see is there is that area of low pressure rotating right around, ready to make its push down to the south over the next 18 hours. And we have that possibility of a thunderstorm to go along with it. So we'll talk more about this. We'll keep an eye on the Doppler radar for you, give an idea of what to expect as we make our way into Mother's Day weekend. It's coming up. Back to you.
All right, Josh, thanks. The recovery process is already starting in the Midwest after massive destruction from a string of tornadoes. Dozens of homes and buildings are destroyed. KCAL9's Sandra Mitchell joins us live now to show us. Sandra?
Well, one really terrifying storms. A woman was killed after she drowned when her storm shelter flooded. She was trapped. More than 50 tornadoes touched down yesterday, and today those victims are getting a pretty good look at the damage.
Bridge Creek took a direct hit.
A powerful tornado cut a path of destruction through Bridge Creek, Oklahoma, one of the hardest hit areas. Officials say at least 25 homes were destroyed. People returned home to salvage whatever they could.
My shop is completely gone. My sister's little house is unlivable.
Twisters also plowed through parts of Oklahoma City. The warning sirens went off shortly before a twister hit this hotel. Guests say it was a terrifying experience.
I was scared. I didn't think I was going to make it.
Everything Jimmy O'Quinn brought to the hotel is gone.
We lost everything. Got nothing. But, you know, my girls are all right. We made it out.
Oklahoma City Mayor Mick Cornett toured the damage.
Your heart just breaks for people that, have their homes destroyed.
Boy, it's been another rough day there. More storms hit some of those same areas. There could be even more to come tonight. Lena?
All right. Sandra, thank you. An accused con artist has been busted in the Inland Empire. Detectives tell us he's used the Americans with Disabilities Act to extort dozens of businesses. KCAL9 Inland Empire reporter Tom Waite spoke with the restaurant owner who almost became a victim.
It's sickening.
Roseanne Brungart says her stomach turns when she thinks about what this man is accused of putting her family through.
He's a scammer, and so it's good he's in jail.
Rodolfo De Hoyos is accused of attempting to extort tens of thousands of dollars from dozens of Riverside business owners like the Brungarts by claiming they were not in compliance with disabilities laws.
Just the anxiety of not knowing what was going to happen.
Brungart says she never met De Hoyos. She says he sent 2 men posing as inspectors to her business, Antone's restaurant here in Riverside. The men told the couple they needed a wheelchair ramp, handicap parking, among other changes. Brungart says De Hoyos demanded $9,000 to make the issue disappear.
And then he calls us, and he called you and asked, well, what can you guys pay? So now it's let's make a deal.
Calls about De Hoyos came flooding into police. Investigators tracked him to this house in Wildemar and served a search warrant. Police now believe he extorted at least 78 victims and $140,000, but they believe those numbers will grow. And they say De Hoyos himself has no physical disabilities.
There were no indications in that house of any special measures for accessibility. No bars in the bathroom, no elevator, no ramps.
It was infuriating because he wasn't even concerned about handicapped. It was just an extortion method to get some immediate cash.
De Hoyos appeared in court this afternoon. He is being held on $1 million bond and faces the possibility of 80 years behind bars if convicted. Reporting from Riverside, I'm Tom Waite, KCAL 9 News.
And there was a bit of a surprise when De Hoyos appeared in court this afternoon. Ours was the only camera there. We will show you that part of the story at 5 on our sister station, CBS 2.
In Rancho Palos Verdes, a jury visited a site near where a man is accused of throwing his daughter off a cliff 15 years ago. Prosecutors say Cameron Brown wanted to avoid child support payments. 2 previous juries deadlocked on whether it was intentional or if she slipped and fell. Brown said it was an accident. A surprise for singer Chris Brown when he returned to his Agoura Hills home last night. There was a fan inside. He took this picture of a woman sheriff deputies have identified as Amira Ayeb and posted it on Instagram. He says she broke the hinges on his doors, cooked several meals, and threw out his daughter's clothing. He says she even painted her name on his cars outside his home and wrote "I love you" on his walls. She's being held on $50,000 bail.
Actress Lindsay Lohan is going to be very busy these next 3 weeks. An LA judge ruled today she has to complete her community service by May 28th. So far, she's only done 9 out of her required 125 hours. Her attorney said Lohan has had trouble completing her service while she's in London, so the judge said she could do it in New York, but if it's not finished by the 28th, she could be put in jail. Lohan is on probation for reckless driving and also for lying to officers that she was the one behind the wheel. Today, the LAPD paid tribute to officers killed in the line of duty. Hundreds attended the emotional ceremony in downtown LA. KCAL 9's Dave Lopez spoke to the loved ones of those who made that ultimate sacrifice.
With the traditional bagpipe music as backdrop, Chief Charlie Beck escorted the widow of Officer Roberto Sanchez to the 25th annual LAPD Memorial Ceremony. Clutching a red rose and wearing a photograph of the loved ones they lost on their chest, family members came today to remember, to pay their respects.
Well, it's good that these folks are all remembered, but it's a little difficult because you revisit a really terrible time.
Ken Brondell choked back tears as he talked about his sister, police officer Christy Hamilton, killed in 1994 by a 17-year-old who had shot his father. She was 45, graduated from the academy on a Friday, was killed 3 days later. For many family members, this is a very bittersweet day, but at the same time, it is a ceremony that everyone we talked to said they wouldn't dream of missing. The 21-gun salute, the taps, the flyover. It was all there to pay respects to the fallen. From downtown Los Angeles, Dave Lopez, KCAL 9 News.
Campaign 2016 now. Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton is in Southern California for several fundraisers. She's already been at 2 events, one in Westwood, another at the Pacific Palisades home of television producer Stephen Bochco. This evening, there's an early dinner fundraiser at the home of billionaire media giant Haim Saban. Clinton is expected to raise more than $2.5 million today. A group of Spanish-speaking airplane cabin cleaners are suing their employer. They claim they were required to only speak English while they were at work. The lawsuit alleges that a shift manager started barring workers from speaking Spanish after the Gate Gourmet Company took over the contract to clean Delta airline planes at LAX a year ago. A lawyer for the workers says the company is sending mixed signals.
They hire people that can only speak Spanish, and then they tell them they can't speak Spanish. So that means they can't get their job done. The workplace is less safe.
A spokesperson with Gate Gourmet says the company doesn't have an English-only rule, but that under California law, employers can require workers to speak English if it's a business necessity. More on the weather headed our way. That is coming up.
And a new plan to keep runoff from LAX from going to waste in the midst of our historic drought. We'll show you.
Then a little later, get ready for a younger, hipper crowd at Whole Foods. Why the store is catering to a new generation.
Plus, an alleged bank robber records his heist and posts it on social media. Hear what he has to say about it.
Coming up next, it wasn't so quiet inside this library. We've learned what sparked this attack.
And a reminder of LA's gun buyback program this Saturday. You can turn in guns, no questions asked, for gift cards. For times, locations, and details, go to kcal9.com/gunbuyback.
KCAL 9 News is sponsored by Southern California's Stanley Steamer.
Stanley Steamer is the first carpet cleaning service certified asthma and allergy friendly. It's our new standard of clean. Call about our $99 carpet cleaning special.
Call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer, your certified cleaner.
This is real buttermilk, where real biscuits come from. This is made from scratch.
The Mile High Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit, only at Carl's Jr.
The economy's improving, so experts believe the Fed will start raising interest rates soon. You should refi your mortgage now at today's low rates. You can even pull out cash, all with no closing costs. Act now and beat the Fed to the punch. Make the cash call at 877-890-CASH.
We're here in this auto graveyard to demonstrate a remarkable car polish. New Finish, the once-a-year car polish. Simply wipe it on and just wipe it off. It's that easy. And look, New Finish restored a deep, hard shine even to this weather-beaten car. We polished this car with New Finish and ran it through 52 car washes. Even after heavy-duty detergents and powerful scrubbing, the water still beads. So get New Finish.
Available at Orchard Supply, Target, Walgreens, Pep Boys, Walmart, AutoZone, and other leading stores.
Do you know the warning signs of a stroke? Facial muscle drooping and slurred speech are just 2 stroke symptoms that may mean emergency care is needed. Providence is a recognized leader in stroke care. Many of our hospitals are certified stroke centers, meaning we use the latest treatment techniques to minimize the effects of stroke and improve recovery. Register for one of our free stroke screening events and learn about your stroke risk. Experience life. Experience Providence Stroke Care.
They watched CBS 2 News this morning, and they won. Now it's your chance to win a $500 gift card each weekday. Watch the 6 a.m. news for the secret code word and text it to 84816 or enter it online at cbsla.com/text to win. CBS 2 News this morning at 6 a.m.
With sliced jalapenos, crunchy jalapeno poppers, and spicy habanero sauce, the Thick Burger El Diablo gets hotter with every bite. Only at Carl's Jr.
University of Nebraska's students took matters into their own hands when a fellow student pulled out a knife in the library. He had been asked to quiet down when he got angry. Another student was able to pull the knife from his hand and throw it across the room. Turns out the attacker had 3 knives on him. He now has been charged with attempted assault and carrying a concealed weapon. No one was hurt.
A bank robbery caught on video, shot by the robber himself. Police say Dominic Alfonseca robbed a Virginia bank on Monday, even giving the teller a note asking for $150,000. She gave him the money. He recorded the whole thing on his cell phone and then posted it on his Instagram page, all while still inside the bank. In a jailhouse interview, he insists he did not commit a crime because he said please.
A robbery is demanding, going and demanding something and taking the money or whatever like that. I didn't do that.
He's expected in court next month for a preliminary hearing. In the midst of California's historic drought, new steps are being taken to keep runoff water from going to waste. KCAL9's Adriana Weingold shows us what they're doing at LAX, where millions of gallons of water will now be reused.
This desolate field could hold the secret to helping survive the epic drought in Southern California. Mayor Eric Garcetti announced plans to build an underground facility to capture runoff from LAX.
Right now, when it rains, and it does still rain occasionally in the city, that pollution is washed out untreated to Santa Monica Bay.
Millions of gallons of dirty water that currently washes into the ocean will now be captured, cleaned, and reused.
The ocean's the last place that I've seen that needs more water. It's probably the only place that doesn't need water today. We can use that.
Sarah Sikich is vice president of Heal the Bay. She says the $40 million stormwater treatment project is good for the environment and good for the economy, helping reduce pollution and bacteria at local beaches while recharging our aquifers.
Summer's coming and no one should ever get sick from going to the beach. It should be a place where we're enhancing our well-being, not afraid that we might suffer from going to the beach.
Mayor Garcetti says 60% of our total water use each day washes into the ocean, untreated. The new facility will capture runoff from LAX to recharge the groundwater basin.
We'll see 100 million gallons of rain and storm runoff that will now be going back into the ground, where we can use it in the future, cleaned up naturally by nature, and something that we can sustain ourselves from during the drought.
The project should be completed in the next 4 years. Mayor Garcetti says he's also working on other similar projects in Los Angeles to capture, treat, and reuse urban runoff. Reporting at LAX, Adriana Weingold, KCAL 9 News.
And if you've been following Josh's forecast, you know we could be seeing some rain.
We could. So my suggestion actually would be turn off the sprinklers for today and maybe tomorrow too, because we've got the chances at some light rain. Even the little bit of light rain that we are going to get, that should help us out a little bit. So let's take a look at the weather watchers, see what's going on right now. I'd like to check into Santa Clarita up in Canyon Country, 66 degrees. Kay is checking in with us right now with partly cloudy skies there. But we are anticipating that rainfall tonight and into tomorrow morning. And of course, turn off the sprinklers because I think brown is cool now. So I'm letting my lawn go brown. I think you should too. Take a look at downtown LA from our good friends at Sky 9, and you can see the cloud cover that we have overhead. Let's get right to it and take a look at the Doppler radar and see what's going on. That's what it looks like from above. Here's what it looks like from way above, where we are looking at the rain that's up to the north through Fraser Park, right through the 405 freeway as you make your way up to 5 through the Grapevine. We are looking at that rain coming down. Slickened roads, be very careful, especially tomorrow morning. One of the other things that we are watching, the possibility of severe weather in northern Texas and into southern Oklahoma. Right now, tornado warning in effect for just a few more minutes for Jack County in Texas right now. And you can see this is the cell that is concerning the folks there. We come back to Southern California and take a look at our WeatherCam network. So this is Big Bear. And you can see the cloud cover that's been hanging all day long. Not quite getting the snow just yet. But as we make our way into tonight and tomorrow, those snow levels will start dropping down to about 5,000 feet, maybe even a little bit lower by tomorrow as that cold air pushes into the Southland. Your hour-by-hour forecast temperatures into the mid-50s basically tonight into the overnight hours with that chance for a shower or a thunderstorm. So you may hear the thunder rumbling overnight tonight, 58 degrees tomorrow morning when you're headed off to work. As I said, I think tomorrow morning commute, it might be a little tricky for some of you, 62 degrees as we make our way into the afternoon hours. And I think the rain will be tapering off pretty quickly into the afternoon. It's this late season upper level low. Best chances for thunderstorm activity that really is going to be tonight and into tomorrow morning. For most of us, it's spotty showers. Rainfall totals anywhere from a trace of rain to a quarter of an inch. I think everybody's got a good shot at getting at least a little bit of a sprinkle out there. But as you make your way into these foothill communities and higher in the elevation there, you are going to get a better chance to get maybe a heavy downpour as that lift moves into the area. Thunderstorms and snow levels down to about 5,000 feet, all because this area of low pressure continues to make its trek down to the south. Once it's overhead, the low provides that added lift to give us the thunderstorm chance. Now remember, there's not a lot of moisture to work with, but there is enough lift to give us some action there. 64 degrees for tomorrow, 69 on Saturday. Sunday, Mother's Day, looks fantastic. 74 degrees, plenty of sunshine. 74 on Monday, and then it looks like there's even another low moving in Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, so we could see some more rain next week. Back to you.
All right, Josh, thanks. And speaking of Mother's Day, get mom what she really wants this Sunday. If she won't tell you, we will. Still ahead.
And organic without the price, how Whole Foods is reaching out to a new generation without a lot of cash. That's coming up next.
I'm Deborah Norville. Coming up on Inside Edition. If a burglar broke into your house, would your dog scare him off, or is he a scaredy cat? Great American Dog Test. Plus, Tom Brady fights back. Watch Inside Edition at 4:30 here on KCAL 9.
Reason 584, a full house. Morongo, good times.
SMR indicator to helium.
And there they are, 57 million miles from Earth.
How does it look? Here I go. Roger.
Now he's exited the module, and we are one step from Mars.
1201,
Never miss a moment. Uverse has more live TV channels on the go than cable.
Hey, you can help with that.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, well, in 5 years' time, we could be walking around a zoo with the sun shining down over me and you. And there'll be love in the bodies of the elephants too. And I'll put my hands over your eyes, but you'll peek through and there'll be...
Introducing the one and only Volkswagen Golf Sportwagen, the sportier utility vehicle.
Dude, Totino's blasted rules. Sweet.
Totino's Blasted Crust Rolls.
Yeah.
Flavor it full blast.
You say avocado? Old El Paso says zesty chicken and avocado tacos in our stand and stuffed tortillas. You say stand and stuffed tortillas. Old El Paso says start somewhere fresh.
Hi, I'm attorney Darren Kavanoki, and I created 1-800-NO-CUFFS so good people like you who've been arrested for DUI can stay out of jail and keep their license.
My attorney at 1-800-NO-CUFFS was able to prove that I was illegally pulled over and got my case thrown out.
1-800-NO-CUFFS got my case dismissed and got my license back. Call right now and we can stop the DMV from automatically suspending your license. 1-800-NO-CUFFS. 1-800-NO-CUFFS.
Managing depression. It's about getting you back to you and all the things that matter to you. Whether or not you're taking an antidepressant, feelings such as depressed mood and lack of energy can still get in the way. And that's just not you. We're conducting a clinical research study evaluating an investigational drug designed to work with antidepressants to see if it can help address unresolved symptoms of depression. So give us a call and see if you may be eligible to participate.
Whole Food Stores is thinking about young shoppers without a lot of money to spend. The company announced it's going to open another chain of lower price stores directed at millennials who want organic and natural foods without the high cost. Whole Foods has been nicknamed Whole Paycheck because of its high prices. The company hopes to open the stores next year.
Don't spend money on Mother's Day until you know what mom really wants. And it turns out it's free. She just wants help around the house. Website Retail Me Not found 53% of moms want a hand with cooking or cleaning. 27% want a gift card because they say they're easy to use. 13% say they want a spa day.
A 10-year-old living out her dream.
You'll see the heartwarming video that's gone viral when she learns she's made the cheerleading squad. That's coming up next.
Honda's the only company ever to win both the Indy 500
And a Supercross Racing Championship.
They were also the first to come up with this. The Honda Dream Garage Sales Event! Where you can get great deals on almost everything Honda makes, including the sporty Civic, named Best Value in its class. Get great deals on Civics right now!
Hurry, the Honda Dream Garage Sales Event ends soon. Get a great deal on a Civic today at your Honda dealer.
Who wants to crave and save? Marie Callender's brings you handcrafted meals and amazing deals. The Crave and Save menu, $6 to $9. Gooey gourmet grilled cheese with bacon. Quiche with a handmade buttery crust. Hearty fish and shrimp plate. Oh yeah, Crave and Save breakfast, served all day. The new Crave and Save menu, 16 handcrafted meals for just $6 to $9. And come on in to see which delicious pie is on sale for just $7.99.
Listen up. I'm reworking the menu. Veggies, you're cool. Mayo, corn dogs, you are so out of here.
The complete balanced nutrition of great tasting Ensure, with 9 grams of protein and 26 vitamins and minerals.
And now, with twice as much vitamin D, which up to 90% of people don't get enough of.
Oh, the sunshine vitamin. Ensure now has 2 times more vitamin D to support strong bones. Ensure, take life in.
My name is Efi Hematian. I am a designer. Everything to me is about quality. I am a perfectionist. That's my promise to you. When the customer put the pieces on, they don't want to take it off.
This Mother's Day, come into Macy's to see the Effie collections. Like this quarter-carat diamond pendant, $4.99. A 1-carat total weight diamond ring, now $11.99. Or this emerald ring in 14-karat gold for $12.99. The Jewelry Store at Macy's, your Mother's Day destination.
A man pioneers a way to see the unseen, leading to radar, forever providing early warnings and safer journeys. The conviction to create a safer journey is the Mazda way. The Mazda 6 uses radar, lasers, and sensors to detect objects and even apply the brakes for you. Introducing the modern sports sedan, the 2015 Mazda 6. What do you drive? Some.
We have lots more news ahead on CBS 2 News at 5. Pat Harvey, what are you working on?
Well, Juan, ahead here at 5 o'clock, a terrifying ordeal. A 13-year-old girl fights off an intruder who breaks into her home. We will talk to this brave young girl. Also, see how these horses are changing lives for the better in tonight's California Dream. And a big fan of the Big Bang Theory gets the surprise of a lifetime from Kaylee Cuoco. That's all ahead on CBS 2 News at 5 o'clock. Lena, back to you.
Lacey Parker's excitement when she learned that she made the cheerleading squad at her Louisiana middle school. Her mom posted the video online and it's already been seen 2 million times. Parker has Down syndrome and says it's been her dream to be a cheerleader.
She definitely has the enthusiasm to be a cheerleader.
That's awesome.
We want to thank you for watching KCAL 9 News at 4.
We'll see you again tonight on KCAL 9 News at 8, 9, and 10.
Aerial coverage from Sky 9 is brought to you by Stater Brothers, your hometown supermarket. Brands you know from folks you know. Stater Brothers, serving Southern California families for over 76 years. Support your home team. Stater Brothers, where you always get more for less.
At Passages Malibu, we treat and heal the underlying causes of addiction so you can live a healthy, addiction-free life. This is not a 12-step program. I should know. I was an addict for 10 years. Now I'm not.
To end your addiction now, visit PassagesMalibu.com or call 888-617-CURE.
With sliced jalapenos, crunchy jalapeno poppers, and spicy habanero sauce, the thick burger El Diablo gets hotter with every bite. Introducing the thick burger El Diablo, only at Carl's Jr.
Wow, Time Warner Cable really upgraded their network. 300 meg internet, clearer picture.
I know, we get over 20,000 movies and shows on demand. Our new DVR records 6 shows at once.
I'm so glad we switched from DirecTV.
Right? Everything's better. Well, almost everything.
We're making things better. See for yourself. Time Warner Cable has up to 300 meg ultra-fast internet. And every Dodgers game all season long on Sportsnet LA. Switch today, and you could get a $300 reward card. Call 1-855-WANT-TWC today. Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better.
Dude, Totino's blasted rolls. Sweet.
Totino's blasted crust rolls.
Yeah.
Flavor it full blast.
You say avocado? Old El Paso says zesty chicken and avocado tacos in our stand and stuffed tortillas. You say stand and stuffed tortillas. Old El Paso says start somewhere fresh.
City Sidewalk, Undiscovered Talent, time for another random act of helpfulness. Would it be okay if Honda showcased you to millions of people? What? Yeah. Oh my God. Today we helped Kira get closer to her dreams. Say something. And during our spring event, we can help you put an award-winning Honda in your garage. Right now you can lease the 2015 Civic LX for just $159 a month plus tax. And the Civic is the best-selling car in its class. Hello, beautiful. Would you stay for a while? Say something.
Crazy landlord or crazy tenant? Next People's Court.